Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to show you guys how to jailbreak any iDevice on 4.2.1 using Redsn0w 0.9.6 beta 6. Now remember, this jailbreak is going to be a tethered jailbreak. At the moment there is currently no untethered jailbreak, but I read something somewhere that hopefully by Christmas time there'll be an untethered jailbreak. I'm going to show you guys how to do this on my iPad today, and I'll show you guys. That it is running 4.2.1, so we'll get right into the jailbreak. Alright, so first thing, I always start with my iPad or whatever I'm using already plugged in. You gotta go ahead and hit browse, and you're gonna find. Make sure you put the firmware that your iPad is currently on. So see, I'm putting firmware 4.2.1. Because if you put on anything else, then if you do it, your device will get frozen at the little white Apple logo when it reboots. As you see right now, it's processing the firmware. This only takes a few seconds, and it sees it's successfully identified. Now what you're going to want to do is go ahead and hit next, and it'll patch the kernel. This only takes a few seconds also. Alright, now you're here. Now what you're going to want to do here is, as you can see, custom logos are not available for this device yet, but of course, install Cydia should already be checked. If it's not, go ahead and check it. Don't worry about none of this other stuff. Just boot from tethered right now. I'll show you guys how to do that when you have to restart your device, because like I said, this is a tethered jailbreak. So what you're going to do next is hit next, and then make sure your device is on and plugged in, because this is why I plug it in. What you're going to do is you're going to turn it off. So turn your device off. And if you guys don't know how to if you guys don't know how to boot into DFU mode, this is going to show you guys how to. I'm not going to be able to zoom in on it because I'm going to have to boot my iPad in DFU mode, but it's real simple directions. So right when you press next, make sure you're ready to press the power button. Now the power button is the one on the top of it on the right side. So go ahead, hit next, hit power for 3 seconds. Then you're going to want to, without releasing power button, hold down the home button. That's the button that's in the middle and the bottom. And then right when it says it, without releasing the home button, release the power button, but keep on holding the home button. And this is going to put it in DFU mode. Okay, once you see that, you can let go of the home button. Now it's exploiting it with lime rain, and now it'll reboot. And when I'm sorry I didn't catch that, but when it reboots, it'll reboot into a white screen. Then it'll go straight to right there, and then you'll see a bunch of that means it's jailbreaking it right now. As you see, once it starts doing that, it'll say the rest of this process takes place on your device, and it'll say done. It also warns you that the jailbreak is currently tethered also. So when you get to this process, you can go ahead and just hit finish, and that'll go away. And like I said, you'll see this screen right here, and then it'll go into right here. Alright, welcome back, guys. Now once it gets done with the jailbreak process, it'll go to the it'll reboot, and it'll go right here. So go ahead and slide to unlock, and then what you're gonna want to do is right now, for some reason, whenever you jailbreak it, the Cydia icon is white, and it doesn't work. It wants to open up, and it just closes. I'm going to show you guys how to fix that, and what I'm about to show you guys is also how, if your device ever shuts off or you ever need a reboot, this is how you're going to want to do it. So, because it's a tethered jailbreak. So I'll get right into that right now. What you're going to do is basically the same thing you guys did to jailbreak, to start the jailbreak. You go into Redsn0w, you find your iOS, make sure it's the one your iDevice is running. Go ahead and hit next, It'll patch the kernel, do all that stuff again. And instead of install Cydia, what you're going to want to do is just boot tethered right now. It's right here, just boot tethered right now. And once you do that, go ahead and hit next. And you're going to have to, put it back in DFU mode, so make sure your device is plugged in and it's on. So what you're going to want to do is go ahead and turn it off, which I'm doing now. And once it's off, hit next. Put it in DFU mode. Same way for iPad, exploit it with LimeRain. Let it do its thing. The screen will go white, and then at this point you'll see the little pawnage tool pineapple there. That means you're good to go. The screen will say done, and it will remind you again that it's a tethered jailbreak. Go ahead and hit finish from here. This part takes a minute, so don't freak out if your iPad or iPod. Sorry about that. Kind of had a little malfunction here. I'm using my iPhone 3GS to record this, and I hit the button record, and it didn't record. So I shot like a 2-minute video with it not recording. I feel like an idiot, but all right. When you now after it gets done jailbreaking, you go and it reboots, and you go to your Cydia icon. It will be white, and when you try to open it, it'll try to open, then it goes away real quick. Now what you're gonna want to do is boot tethered, and I'll explain how to do that. What you're gonna do is make sure you keep your whatever iDevice you are jailbreaking, keep it plugged in and keep it turned on, and go ahead and start up Redsn0w. Go ahead, start Redsn0w up, and then you're gonna want to browse for your iOS file. Remember, make sure you find the file that your device is running, because if it's not, it will not. It won't gel. It'll get stuck at the white Apple screen. So go ahead and hit next. Once it identifies it, it'll patch the kernel. It'll do all that stuff. So let it patch it. All right. Instead of installing Cydia, since Cydia is already installed, what you're gonna want to do is unclick that and just boot tethered right now. And go ahead and hit next. Now remember, make sure it's plugged in and on. So right here, you're going to turn your device off. I'm not going to turn my device off because I already did it. I don't want to do it again. But what you're going to want to do is turn your device off. And once it's off, you're going to click next on here. And then you're going to put it in DFU mode. And once it gets to DFU mode, it'll exploit it with LimeRain. And then it'll reboot your device. And whenever it reboots it, your Cydia icon will look just like this. So then now you can use Cydia and install all the jailbroken apps and all the themes and stuff. All right, thanks a lot. Make sure you guys subscribe. As soon as I hit 100 subscribers, I'm gonna give away that spec iPhone case that I did a review on. So make sure you subscribe, and I'm going to look for the 100th subscriber, whoever was the one to subscribe for number 100, and he's going to get it. So go ahead and subscribe, and thanks a lot.